Good morning, dear students. Dear students, as you all are familiar that we are going through with our fourth chapter, which is factor of production. In this chapter, we already studied about capital, labor. Okay, after that we study about the division of labor, and we also study about the different sections or different points related to lands. Okay, so it simply means we already did our three factors of production, which is capital, land and labor. Okay dear student, today we will start our last factor of production, which is an entrepreneur. Okay, according to our syllabus. Dear student, now this is our last topic from this particular chapter. Okay dear student, now if you talk about entrepreneur means an entrepreneur is the one who organizes production, take important decisions regarding production, hire and purchase factor of production, and bears the risk and uncertainty involved in production. It means, dear student, all the factor of production which we studied, like capital, land and labor, okay, all those factor of production will manage, or the decisions regarding to those factor of production will be taken by entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is the one of the main factor of production that which take all the decisions regarding to other factor of production. Okay dear student, the production is full of risk and uncertainty, so that's why the task of bearing risk is called enterprise, and the person who bear these risks of business is called an entrepreneur. So it simply means an entrepreneur is a person who bear the risk of business. Okay, now, if we talk about the definitions, there are definitions given by different economists. According to F. H. Knight, an entrepreneur is a person who performs dual function of risk taking and control. Okay, this is the definition given by F. H. Knight. And if you talk about the definition according to Whitehead, the entrepreneur are the owners of the business who control the capital and bear the risk. Okay, dear student, of uncertainties of business life. So in simply we can say that by going through all these definition, that an entrepreneur is a person who take risk, okay, with the business, okay, and who perform all the different tasks, okay, who use all the different factor of production, okay, in the process of production, and who take the risk and who bear the risk, okay, and the result of the risk is profit, okay, and it may be loss also. So entrepreneur is a person who bears the risk of business. Okay dear student, now you can see, on the basis of above definition, we mean point out the following characteristics of an entrepreneur. First one is, all other factors are employed by the entrepreneur in the production process, which I told you that capital, land and labor, all these factor of production were employed by the entrepreneur. Okay, is not hard factor of production. Now the second point is, unlike rewards of the other factor of production, the income of the entrepreneur is residual in nature. He earns profit only after making payment to other factors. Okay, when he pay for the other factors, then only he can earn profit. Next point is, the reward of all other factors of production are contractual and hence are always positive. But the reward of an entrepreneur can be positive or zero or even negative. Okay, dear student, because for capital we can easily interest, we can receive easily interest. For land we can easily receive rent, and for labor we can easily receive wages and salary, because all these are contractual. But in case of entrepreneur, it is not contractual, so that's why it is possible that he may get profit, okay, even he may get zero profit, or even he may suffer from the losses. Okay, so it means risk and uncertainty bearing is the key job of the entrepreneur. Okay dear student, it means in both the risk and also uncertainties, risk and uncertainties are associated with the entrepreneurs more. Okay dear student, then difference between entrepreneur and Okay, this is not in your syllabus. Next point, difference between labor and entrepreneur. This is also not in your syllabus. Next is the function of entrepreneur. Okay, now what are the different functions of entrepreneur? An entrepreneur performs many type of functions. We may list them as under. Okay, there are different functions performed by the entrepreneur. The first one is risk bearing. Okay, all the risk bearing function, okay, all the risk associated with the production process, all the risk associated with the business, okay, is totally bear by the businessman or the enterprise. So the risk is caused by uncertainties attached to production, investment and profit. Another big risk of the technological obsolescence and frequent change of government policies. The entrepreneur has to calculate all these risks and then plan the organization of various factor of production in different properties. It means all the risk related to the business, okay, is totally taken by the entrepreneur only. Next is decision making function. This is one of the most important function, that the decision making is an important function of an entrepreneur. He has to take several decisions regarding to the business. These decisions may be regarded as the following. The first one is selection of the commodity to be produced, that which commodity he wish to produce or sell. Second is selection of design and quality of the product. Okay, what should be the quality of the product, what should be the design, because your design should be different from other available design in the market, then only you can increase your sale. So that's why the selection of design and quality is the decision taken by the entrepreneur. Next is selection of the location of the plant. It means in which locality or in which area you wish to establish your factory, okay, you wish to establish your production plant. So this decision is also taken by the entrepreneur. Next is decisions regarding scale of production. Okay, scale of production means simply whether you can produce in a small scale or you can produce in a large scale. Okay, next is selection of technique of production to be employed in the business. It means the choice of technique, which technique you wish to choose, whether for a labor intensive technique or capital intensive technique, because you all are familiar that in both are the technique of production, but in labor intensive technique you use more of the labor as compared to capital, and in the capital intensive technique you use more capital as compared to the labor. Okay, so these are the different decisions taken by the entrepreneurs. Next function of entrepreneur is coordination and supervision. Okay, an entrepreneur not only brings different factor of production together but also organize them. In this context, he perform the following function. Okay, like he will not only bring all the factor of production like capital, land, labor together, but he have to organize them, he have to coordinate them and supervise them. So the following function he perform. First, he has to make provision for labor from different places. Okay, second, he has to purchase machinery, tools, raw material, etc. to start production. Okay, next is he coordinates different factor of production in proper combination. It means like we have land, labor and capital, how we can coordinate them accordingly, how much quantity of land we require, how much labor we require, and what should be our investment. So all these, their combinations decisions is taken by the entrepreneur only. Next is he organized the labor. Different workers are given jobs according to their taste and ability. Okay, according to their skill, according to their education. So according to their skill and education, all the jobs were provided by the entrepreneur only. Okay, so the it simply means the entrepreneur take the decisions regarding their jobs. Okay, that which job is performed by which entrepreneur, which job is performed by which labor. Okay, dear student. Now next function is distributive function. The entrepreneur has to decide the reward that each factor of production should get. In deciding this, he has to bear in mind their relative contribution to the production. Okay, what is the contribution of different factor of production, he have to careful regarding those contributions, then only he can decide the reward or whatever he wish to give them. Like for capital, he will give interest; for land, he will give rent; for labor, he will give wages and salaries. Okay, so all these are different rewards to different factor of production. Now next point is, which is innovation function. Innovation is considered as an important function of an entrepreneur. Practical application of an invention is called innovation. The entrepreneur has to choose profitable innovations and apply them to earn more and more profit. So a progressive entrepreneur always take a lead in introducing a new product or a new technique of production. That's why this is one of the also main important function of the entrepreneur, that innovation function. Okay, he have to innovate things so that he can take more profit from the market, and he is always upgraded in the market. Like you can see the competition between the Apple and Apple phone, iPhone, and the next one is your Samsung phone. Okay, there is a huge competition between the both. Okay, every month they introduce something new in their product. Okay, so like this is the innovation function. Next is essential qualities of an entrepreneur. This is not in your syllabus. Okay, dear student, and this is our last part, which is important role of entrepreneur in economic development. It means what are the different roles played by the entrepreneur in development of an economy. Dear student, entrepreneurs play an important role in production. In every type of production, an element of risk always exists. So it is only the entrepreneur who bear risk involved in business. It is due to this fact that entrepreneur is regarded as an indispensable factor of production, as the risk element in the business, okay, has gone up in the modern production. So the importance of entrepreneurs has increased considerably. In fact, the greater element of risk, the greater is the importance of entrepreneurship in production. Okay, dear students, so what are those different points? Okay, what are those different important points or the role of entrepreneur we will discuss in this particular part. Now one is increase in output. The first one is increase in output. The size of national income. Okay, the size of national income, which is considered the indicator of economic development of a nation, is largely determined by the amount and quality of entrepreneurial resources. It means which type of entrepreneur you have. Okay, if you have innovative persons, innovative entrepreneurs, okay, they are innovating new things. There are more there are more ways to grow the startups. Okay, and there is a more opportunity in your country, in your economy. It simply means the GDP or the contribution by the entrepreneur in the your national income is increases. Okay, because they take more risk. Okay, so that they can earn more profit, and by earning more profit, it means their contribution national income increases. Okay, dear student, so a country will be able to produce a large amount of output and generate a large national income if it possesses a large number of entrepreneurs with a modern outlook. Okay, so in today's modern era, or today's modern scenario, every country is focusing towards to inculcate or to produce more entrepreneurs, so that their production increases, so that their national income increases. Okay, next point is mobilization of savings. Secondly, entrepreneurs mobilize idle savings of the public through the issues of share and debenture. Okay, if they start up a country, if they start a company, okay, so the idle savings which people have, they can utilize those savings. Okay, with the help of issuing shares and debenture, people can buy their shares and debenture, people can invest their money in the respective companies or in the respective industries, so that they can earn profit. Okay, dear student, next is generation of employment opportunity. Third, entrepreneurs generate employment opportunity and thus help to reduce unemployment problem in the country. Okay, next is balance regional development. This is our fourth point, that they also set up industries in the backward areas of the country to avail various concessions and subsidies provided by the government. In this way, they help to reduce regional disparities in the country. Okay, basically, according to government rule and regulation, if a person start a company in the backward areas, okay, then government provide them different subsidies like free electricity, like free water supply, and tax free business for first 5 years or 10 years. So these type of facilities will provided by the government. Okay, so an entrepreneur, by this method, if an entrepreneur establish his or her industry in the backward area, then they provide the rural, then they provide job to the rural area people, they provide them opportunity, they develop the infrastructure. Okay, and because of the this particular industry, the different sectors grow. Okay, the last point is less dependency on other countries. Like entrepreneurs also help the national reducing dependency on then countries. Okay, this could helps when they produce indigenous substitute of imported goods. It means if they produce goods in his own country, then the dependency on other countries reduces. It means we have to import less goods from the outer countries. It means our foreign reserve increases, and we also give opportunity, employment opportunity to our people, and we also earn more income. Okay, and we also save our money on investing on goods from other people. Okay, dear student, so these are the different points, or these are the different roles of entrepreneur or importance of entrepreneur in economic development. So that's it for today, student. Now your chapter 4 is finished at this point of time. Okay, so dear student, go through with all these go through with all the videos which I shared with you in our previous sessions. Okay, as you know, chapter 4 is one of the big chapter. Okay, dear student, so go through with this particular chapter. So till now, stay healthy, stay safe.